So Tacky Toya then lit up the internet street. She didn't set Beyonce's internet on fire, child. Cause she down here talking shit about the Real Housewives of Atlanta girlies. And I kept telling y'all that they was jealous of the Atlanta housewives. But y'all was like, why would they be jealous of them? They doctors. The girls are jealous. You know it's bad when Dr. Heavenly gotta come in and apologize. When Hellish Heavenly is apologizing, you know shit done got crazy. Like Dr. Eugene, I don't know if they sold out of Patron at the local store or whatever the tea is. But Toya done lost her damn mind, child. She had a post and delete too. I'm gonna tell y'all what she had said, because they've been going back and forth on the internet. Y'all, I don't know what I did wrong with this headband. Is this headband childish? Exactly. I'm finna go out in a minute. I'm gonna change clothes real quick, throw on my little dress, and I'm finna be out this bitch. Anyway, so I wanted to come and talk to y'all real quick before I take my ass out. Make sure you subscribe, make sure you like this video. Even though I'm where the palm trees be, and it's about 70 to 80 degrees outside. I heard it was storming and a lot of people was getting a lot of rain and shit. So I was like, okay, well, maybe my best friend in the house, like maybe I should go ahead and talk a little shit. Lexi just dropped another chapter, Lexi from Love and Marriage Huntsville, about the whole dinner scene or whatever. So I'm gonna tell y'all what I think about that. I think this almost the end. Lexi is a little long-winded, but I'm here for it. I'm here to tell y'all what she said and what had happened during the dinner scene on Love and Marriage Huntsville. And Ariana had some shit, girl. She was allegedly on her talking shit about Mel again. Anyway, I know a lot of y'all not here for Love and Marriage Huntsville, so I'll save Love and Marriage Huntsville to the end. And first, we'll talk about Married to Medicine. You know me, friend. I'll put the timestamps. I'm pre-gaming, so if the timestamps don't come into about an hour, you know, chalk it up to I don't know. Anyway, we also gonna talk about the Married to Medicine reunion trailer. It was tea. Quad and Simone been beefing online. Exactly. We got a lot to talk about. And then Kanye then lost his damn mind because Kim don't want to let North be on Diddy damn album or Diddy new song with King Kong. Girl, Geminis stay. If you a Gemini, come to the front, because I'm gonna drag y'all ass. And I know some Geminis. I have a close personal relationship with some Geminis. And I'm finna tell y'all why my uncle told me that most serial killers are Geminis. This is, y'all can Google this shit. You ain't gotta trust your best friend from St. Louis. If I lie, I bet you the people in the room next to me like, ooh, we cannot stand her. She is so loud. She got a pretty smile, but still. Anyway, let's get started, friend. What we gonna talk about first? Okay, so we gonna talk about everything Married to Medicine first, and then we'll talk about the Love and Marriage Huntsville shit, because some of y'all said y'all is done through. Okay, this what happened. So this what set it all off. This happened yesterday. The Married to Medicine reunion trailer dropped, but before it dropped, this what had happened. So Toya is out here doing an interview. Everybody is doing a lot of promo runs and interviews. Y'all notice that? Anyway, girl. So Toya, I think, who was she doing the interview with? It was some Caucasian persuasion young men. Was it RHOA? I'm not sure. Anyway, so they asked her about Real Housewives of Atlanta. She made the comment and said it's a lot of Botox and fillers. She said she saw, why is it I'm sorry, y'all. I thought that was on the camera. I thought it was like a white thing. Anyway, the moral of the story is she said it's a lot of Botox and fillers or whatever. She said she saw a little Kim and a Nicki Minaj. Was she, hold on, this was funny. Was she trying to call Britt Edie the Nicki Minaj and then Kelly the little Kim? Toya, girl, somebody take the Patron away from Toya. Toya, you ain't got to do shit but sit up in that house, get on them kids' nerves, work Eugene in the ground, drink Patron, and have parties for your damn Birkin bags and shit. And now you on her shading the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Them girlies ain't did nothing to you. Anyway, so Britt Edie came out. She said a little something. It was sad that they comment, you know, on Portia clapped back or whatever, and Portia was like, we usually uplift one another. We never talk about the other black shows on this network, basically saying the Black Housewives stick together on Bravo. You know what I'm saying? And the black shows, because Married to Medicine is like one of few black shows on Bravo. And to me, that was kind of tacky. You don't see Orange County getting into it with Beverly Hills, or Beverly Hills shading Salt Lake City. You know what I'm saying? So why is it that the black girlies, especially doctors, you would think Married to Medicine would be held to a higher standard, because y'all are all doctors. Everybody else is just some fucking housewives. Y'all are doctors. Exactly. So anyway, child. So Portia was like, we shade each other, but we keep that in-house. To me, that meant, bitch, if we is gonna shade each other and go through some drama and stuff, I'm gonna take this headband off. And go through some drama or something, we ain't gonna do it with the Caucasian persuasion. Do y'all think she meant it that way? Y'all know I be wrong sometimes. So tell me what y'all think. Anyway, so Portia, was like, whatever. So then Toya comes back and claps back and was like, girl, stop. What she say? Did I write it? She said, girl, stop. You called another girl ashy and then added Kenya Moore. And you was being shady towards Married to Medicine on one of the Phaedra posts. So is that what the real tea is, Toya? You mad because you think that Portia was being shady on one of Phaedra posts? But y'all to keep saying that Phaedra ain't saved y'all show and Phaedra gave nothing and da-da-da. Y'all keep Phaedra name in y'all motherfucking mouth. Y'all are very bothered. The amount of botheredness coming from the Married to Medicine girlies. First, so I need to figure out what the post was, because now I'm wondering, is that why Simone called Portia a mean girl? Is that why Simone called Portia a mean girl? Remember just a minute ago? And is that why Toya is talking about Botox and fillers and shit? Which she wasn't even talking about Portia. She was talking about Britt, Edie, and Kelly. Toya, girl, go home. Exactly. Last time we checked, we don't even know if you cheating on your man with a dude in the neighborhood. Shout out to Anila. Anila gonna be on this, Anila gonna be on the episode on Sunday, girl. Anyway, so that's what happened there, child. Then Toya posted something and she deleted, right? So Toya said on her story, this was like earlier when I was at the beach or whatever. She said, she had like a little meme or whatever, and it was like, I said what I said. Da-da-da. I noticed before I did this video and went back on her, she had like a prayer. Toya deleted the story. Toya deleted the story, but earlier on her story, Toya had like a little gift meme thing, and it was like, I said what I said. Y'all, I'm sorry. When I tell y'all I've been out just acting, y'all, I think I'm a black mermaid, y'all. I just be dipping in the water, doing all of the things. I didn't wore this hair clean on out. I'm gonna have to put a silk, what is that stuff? Mayonnaise or something? Anyway, tell me what I can do to revive this hair when I get home, friend. Anyway, Toya was also talking about Sweet Tea, child. She was talking about how Heavenly was a lying ass bitch from hell. She the biggest liar. She also called Sweet Tea an idiot. She's like, you're an idiot. She was talking about how Sweet Tea, she was talking about Sweet Tea outfit, how it didn't go with, the theme. I don't know what Sweet Tea did to Toya, but all of a sudden, Toya really do not fuck with Sweet Tea. It's given, we won't see Sweet Tea no more. Because even in the preview for the episode on Sunday, they were talking about how Dr. G is willing to like reconcile and da-da-da. They was talking to Quad at the whole Bridgerton party, and Quad was like, bitch, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. I'm not trying to reconcile. I don't want to be in the same spot, and y'all should understand. And she was like, you could choose them or choose me. And Dr. Heavenly was talking about it. She was like, it was given very much candy with the Phaedra thing. Either I can film or Phaedra can film. And that's what Quad said in this episode that's coming up. She was like, well, y'all could lose me. And the whole thing is, they don't give a fuck if they lose Quad. They don't, because they was just getting ready to kick Quad out. So when we see this, it's not like, oh, we friends, we choose Quad. Y'all don't even like Quad. Y'all want Quad to go. However, when y'all kicked Quad out last season, the ratings dropped. And now y'all know that even if y'all don't like Quad, y'all need her for the show to succeed as of now. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like Quad is saying, choose her or choose me. Bitch, do you want the show to fail? Because if I leave, y'all hoes know the show gonna fail. Because the ratings dropped when Quad left. Remember when they kicked Quad off the island and the show was boring for the rest of the season? So basically Quad saying, choose Sweet Tea, or if y'all choose Sweet Tea and let Sweet Tea beat her and Greg, then bitch, I'm gone, and then the season gonna fail and y'all show gonna fail. So bitch, what you wanna do? So I'm not sure, and I don't know. Anyway, Toya called Sweet Tea an idiot. She called her Mr. Potato Head and all of the things. What was Toya drinking on that damn interview? What did y'all give her a shot of Patron to the veins? Like straight to the bloodline? Girl, I guess I want to drink with Toya. At this point, because that bitch don't give a fuck about it. Anyway, I was thinking though, while we talking about Mia being on Real Housewives of Atlanta, wouldn't it be some shit if Toya was on Real Housewives of Atlanta? I mean, she a housewife. She live in Atlanta. Toya is the epitome of a housewife. This bitch having parties for her Birkin, spending up all her man money on houses and shit. Toya is the epitome of a housewife. Her kooky, funny little mannerisms and shit. I would love to see Toya on Real Housewives of Atlanta. I would love to see Toya and Portia go head to head. I would love to see the shade, baby. I would 1,000% love if they did a cash shakeup. But more than I would like to see Quad with those girlies, I would like to see Toya with those girlies. I would love to see Toya on the Housewives of Atlanta. Toya don't even really fit in with the Married to Medicine ladies because she, yeah, you know how they treat Tacky Toya. What they call her, Tacky Toya? Anyway, girl. So then we get the reunion, right? We get the reunion trailer that dropped. Married to Medicine got a lot going on. It's crazy because I don't know. Atlanta better bring it because it's coming, like Married to Medicine coming to an end. So now we getting, you know, the Atlanta shit. Girl, so on the damn trailer. Quad and Simone is getting into it. Simone said, you gave us your ex. Simone talking to Quad in the back. I'm assuming they like on a little break, in between the reunion and shit. So Simone is like talking to Quad, and she was like, you gave us your ass to kiss, so we went and became friends. No, so we went and hung out with Greg. Simone, she gave you her ass to kiss, bitch, because you brung up what happened at her house. Was it her niece or something at the reunion, bitch? And y'all just tried to kick her out. I would turn my booty up and spark my booty cheeks like the deep blue sea for you to kiss if you would have did that shit to me. So why are you shocked that Quad gave y'all her ass to kiss? Or are you still talking about her giving y'all her ass to kiss from the Sister Circle shit that happened 1,000 years ago? So in the damn dressing room in the back, Quad and Simone, they getting ready to fight. They literally gotta try to break them up in the back. You know what I'm saying? Girl, first of all, I thought this was resolved from last year. But Dr. Heavenly said, mind you, I forgot to tell y'all, Dr. Heavenly came on, she apologized for Toya being a messy, tacky bitch. She said she loves the Atlanta housewife girlie. She still don't like Phaedra. But she said that Shamia, Candy, and Portia always support her business. She said Candy and Ty were the first people to come to her or whatever and basically helped her. So the fact that Dr. Heavenly is the voice of reason. Let that set in, friend. Let me give me some water, child. I need to hydrate. The fact that Dr. Heavenly is the voice of reason on this Good Saturday, what the fuck is really going on? Bravo, what is going on? Andy, put down the straw. Put the straw down, Andy. Exactly. And clean your nose. Come get the girlies. They are acting a fool. And I hate that it's the black girlies acting a fool. Why are the chocolate girlies acting the fool? Girl, can y'all just get a piece of sweet potato pie, some candy yams and macaroni and cheese, mix that shit up, have a strawberry Hennessy, and relax? Somebody just need to cook and have a powwow between the Married to Medicine girls and the Atlanta girlies. Y'all just need to cook, have a powwow, and then let's be cute. Let's keep it cute. Anyway, back to the trailer though. So they getting ready to come to blows and shit. I just want to know what the tea is. Why is Simone still mad at Quad? You know what it's giving me? Somebody in the comments said maybe Cecil like Quad. Because you know Cecil is team Quad. Cecil loves Quad. You can tell that, even Simone knows that. I don't like the fact that, I don't know how Simone deal with that, but Cecil got a habit of making female best friends and shit, right? Why is it that he be so close to these other women outside of his wife? Maybe it's because Simone always gone, or what's the tea? But we know that Cecil is always team Quad. Do you think Cecil got a secret crush on Quad? Do y'all think Cecil got a secret crush on Quad? And then Simone maybe know, and then that's why she don't fuck with Quad. Do y'all think that's the real tea? A woman knows when her man like another woman. We might not know, but Simone know. If Cecil do like Quad, Simone know. If don't nobody else know, Simone know. Anyway, child, I don't think that Quad would ever mess with Cecil though. But we know that Cecil like Quad, and Simone got some deep-seated hate for her. This is why I think, and it's just my opinion, everything is alleged in my opinion. I feel like Dr. Simone has a problem with Quad because she's having buyer's remorse. And what I mean by she's having buyer's remorse, Simone was closest to Mariah. Simone was closest to Mariah. Even though Quad and Mariah was like, you know, best friends or whatever. After that whole fallout or whatever, when they were sitting at that table, Mariah and Simone was basically telling Mariah that they choosing Quad over her. And Simone was also telling Mariah about how she took Quad with her to go find her daddy. Remember, Simone was going through all of that with her father and stuff. And she took Quad with her, and Mariah got choked up and was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like, we've been friends for so long. You literally replaced me with Quad. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Simone, after that sister circle stuff, and because we always see Quad having these pajama parties with Portia and Candy and all of the, you know, little hip Atlanta girlies, and Simone is never involved. I feel like that's why Simone is really mad. I feel like Simone chose Quad over Mariah, fucked up her friendship with Mariah, who was a good friend to her, because she said herself that Mariah never did anything to her. But you chose Quad, kicked Mariah off of her own show, and then Quad in turn showed you that you're not really her friend. She turned on you with the sister circle shit and all of that other stuff. And I feel like Simone just got a lot of resentment towards Quad. I feel like she resents Quad because I turned on one of my real friends, Mariah, for you and fucked that up. And now look how stupid. I mean, that's just karma for your ass though. This is literally all karma for your ass, Dr. Simone. Even if Quad don't see it for y'all hoes, she not y'all real friend, she don't invite y'all hoes to shit outside of filming or whatever, this ain't shit but Simone karma, bitch. Because you did Mariah hella dirty, and you and Mariah were closer than all of these hoes. Y'all go back and watch the old Married to Medicine when Mariah and Simone was sitting down in their conversations and stuff. I feel like, Dr. Simone, you just had buyer's remorse. You chose Quad and you chose the wrong team, bitch. You picked the wrong team. And now you reap what you sow. I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about it. We also seen on a reunion, the men gonna have like a big powwow. I can't wait to see what the men gonna talk about. I love the men on Married to Medicine. I love Dr. Eugene. Y'all know I love Dr. Eugene. What else happened? So they get into the whole Dr. Damon and Dr. G shit, child. And they talk, and Andy talking to Dr. Damon, and he like, Heavenly called him a pedophile. You know when Heavenly called Dr. G a pedophile or whatever. So, of course, I think Dr. Damon gonna stand 10 toes down with Heavenly. I know a lot of y'all don't like Dr. Damon. Y'all be calling him a fat ass, gravy drinking, stegosaurus, whatever. I fuck with Dr. Damon. Maybe. I don't give a fuck about what none of y'all talking about. I fuck with Dr. Damon because Dr. Damon is my type of man. I don't give a fuck about none of this shit. Dr. Damon is my type of man because guess what? Right, wrong, good, or indifferent, he gonna stand 10 toes down behind Heavenly. All we doing is watching the show. We don't know if when he go home, he tell her how wrong she is, because in certain moments, he will tap her and she be like, okay, daddy. So I feel like he do be checking Heavenly, but he checks her in private, and ain't none of you niggas gonna check my bitch. I know she is crazy, but ain't none of y'all gonna check her. Maybe it's the Scorpio in me, and I know how men deal with me. Like, child, I might have threatened to spray all of his friends' eyeballs out one night. Like, I'll kill all you niggas. He still ain't gonna let none of y'all talk crazy about me. He might call me a crazy bitch from hell in private. Exactly. But in front of everybody else, y'all not finna talk about Dr. Heavenly. He gonna stand 10 toes down for Heavenly regardless of the bullshit. I fuck with Dr. Day. I like the fact that he stand 10 toes down for Dr. Heavenly, and that's why him and King get along, because he's on King's side. They also bring up the Greg and the King shit, child. And they gonna say, hold on, King was saying, you mad because I finally stood up to you. And then Greg gonna say, no, I stood up to you, Greg, and that's why you was gonna get your motherfucking ass whooped. Talking about, I stood up to you. Okay, Dr. Glasses. You and Dr. Roger Rabbit, Dr. Glasses and Dr. Roger Rabbit, kick them off the show. We done. We are done. Take them and take their mates with us. But with them. Because I think Cecil low-key, he be looking, girl, in that finale episode, girl, Cecil looked like he stay at home and drink whiskey all day, Maker's Mark, spend up Dr. Simone money, and them damn kids, child. The boys, even though a lot of people give Dr. Simone a lot of slack for her boys being privileged and lazy, and I think Cecil got a lot to do with it. Because ain't no way Dr. Simone is a doctor out here working, providing, and doing all of the things. And I don't know what does Cecil do? Is he a FedEx worker, a UPS supervisor? No, I think he a realtor or something, a realtor. I don't fucking know. But he should be putting his foot in them boys' ass. That's not Dr. Simone's job. That's Cecil's job, to be over there putting his foot in them boys' asses and making sure they get their shit together. Exactly. She did her job. Anyway, girl, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Dr. Greg and King. So, Dr. Greg was trying to nuck if you buck. That's why he was at the police station last time. Sweet Tea gonna clock in and say, King, that's not for you to say or something. At this point, I want Quad to skull drag Sweet Tea, because first of all, this ain't got shit to do with you, and why are you interjecting in these men's conversation? And don't talk to my man. I'm real like that. Don't talk to my man. If two men are talking and you interject, don't talk to my man. Don't talk to my man, girl. I'm gonna try to keep it cute on this reunion stage, but don't talk to my man. Nah, bitch. Anyway, Andy also said if they was what did Greg say? They was gonna fight to the death, or somebody was gonna get killed or some shit like that. They was gonna fight to the death. Is that what Dr. G said? Baby, and Andy gonna say, who y'all think would have won? This reunion might be good with the men, because Andy, stop playing. Andy, was you high, baby? Was you on them slopes? Because don't ever ask us who will win between Dr. G and King. Baby, King looked good at their reunion. King looked good at that reunion, child. I don't know if and I like caramel dudes for the most part, but child, Quad, if y'all break up, I might put my titties on the glass. No. I'm just getting ready for tonight, friend. It's like, baby girl, baby girl. Okay, I'm calm. Anyway, child, that was all for the Married to Medicine shit. It's a cesspool over there at Bravo. Would y'all like to see Toya and Portia go at it? I think Portia took the high road because I feel like she really could have read and went there with Toya, but she was trying to really keep it cute. I like that. I'm glad that Portia is, evolving. But I don't know why the Married to Medicine girlies feel the need to just keep going at the housewives. Your reign is over. Y'all season is almost over. Are y'all jealous because everybody is going up for the housewives? But that's always been what it was. So I don't know, child. Tell me what y'all think about all the drama. Let's move on to Love and Marriage Huntsville shit. What's going on in Love and Marriage Huntsville? We're going to talk about the Lexi shit. I told y'all Ken and Trish back together. They down in Miami. We know Mel and the kids, they are on spring break doing all of the things. Marcus is with them as well. Asswipe Ariane was on the internet. I was listening to Who Knew Too, and she was playing the audio clips. Shout out to Who Knew. I like Who Knew. I like listening to her or whatever, just when I be getting ready and shit. Cause it's about to get real ratchet. I love when she say that. She was like, it's about to get real ratchet. Exactly. Anyway, child, so she was talking about Ariane, baby, and played some clips, and Ariane was talking about when Mel and her had got into it, and Mel was on the internet, and Mel was like, I'll pull up and all of this other shit. I remember when Mel was like posting back to back, and we know that she usually don't engage with dandruff like that. You know what I'm saying? So she said, I wasn't even talking about her. I remember that, bitch. Who was you talking about then if you weren't talking about Mel? Anyway, but she said she didn't respond because she said she didn't want to respond because she didn't want to keep this bitch relevant. And she didn't want to blow her up even more. Como se llama side hoe? Asswipe Ariane? Girl, what the fuck is you talking about, split ends? Girl, the fact that this girl said that she didn't want to keep Mel relevant, it's just like, what type of fumes you be sniffing down there in Huntsville when Martell gone, bitch? Because the only reason you're relevant is because you fucked her husband. We wouldn't even know who the fuck you was, bitch, if you didn't fuck her husband. You would have never made it to the blogs. We would have never been talking about you, trout mouth bitch, if you did not fuck her husband. And then she divorced her husband, gave him to you on the platter, and he still don't claim your dog ass. He's still crying at weddings, talking about how he missed Mel, gazing at her from across the room. And we already know that you think that he still want her because she said it in the tapes that Anthony Lofty's posted. She said that maybe he still want his ex-wife. So, bitch, Girl, anyway, fuck her. Let's talk about Lexi real quick. So, Lexi dropped a new chapter, and in this chapter, she talked about the infamous Love and Marriage Huntsville scene. Mind you, after I saw that scene at the table when Miss Nell was going off on all of the kids, I was like, okay, I want to see the Fletchers. I want to see the Fletchers because this is some real authentic family shit. This is some real family shit. Like, I don't want to see the perfect family because ain't no perfect family. That's not reality to me. Anyway, so she started off telling us about how people used to say she was spoiled. She didn't think she was spoiled, but it was nothing that her parents gave her, nothing that her parents wouldn't give her that she asked for. Like, everything she asked for, she basically got. She said then they came up on hard times. But she mentioned that, I think on her Sweet 16, she wanted to kick it with Chris Brown. So I guess they got her a meet and greet, or she went to a concert. She kicked it with Chris Brown on her birthday. Mind you, the average person can't afford at 16 to allow their kids to kick it with Chris Brown. So y'all had some change. You know what I'm saying? So that made me think, like, a lot of people in the comments were saying Lexi just spoiled. Girl, you just said you was spoiled. So are you just a spoiled brat? Or was Chris Fletcher a deadbeat? Like, I just feel like we keep getting pieces until we hear the totality of this story. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, she talks about before the scene or whatever, how they were like talking on the phone. They hadn't talked in a while. And Chris mentions that his grandkids didn't call him on his birthday. And she was like, well, they're young. They don't know nothing about that. Why would you expect the kids to call you on his birthday? I feel like in that moment, Chris was trying to say, you are their parent. Why didn't you have my grandkids call me on my birthday? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have young kids, toddlers, or something like that, and you know it's your daddy's birthday and their granddaddy's birthday, why wouldn't you have the kids call him and say, happy birthday, granddad? You know what I'm saying? Just, that would make their day. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's just natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nephews, even when they was kids or whatever, my brothers would have them call my mom. You know what I'm saying? Like, or make sure you call your grandma and say happy birthday. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I thought that was weird. And I was like, I mean, I could see why Chris Fletcher would be mad. Like, why wouldn't you call me on my birthday? And that just means you didn't call your daddy on his birthday. And why, or even if you was mad at your daddy on his birthday, why didn't you pick up the phone and have the kids say, you know, like, what up, daddy, or whatever, and have the kids say, happy birthday, granddaddy? You know what I don't think that was too much to ask. You know what I'm saying? So it's giving, even Lexi, that Chris wasn't meeting Lexi's expectations, and Lexi wasn't meeting Chris' expectations either. And I feel like even if you are a parent, you do expect a certain level. You should be you have the right to have an expectation of behavior from your kids and your grandkids. I expect, if you my child and I didn't raise you or helped raise you, I expect you to pick up the phone on my birthday and have my grandkids talk to me. Yes. I don't know. Anyway, so she talks about the dinner scene. She said when they were there, she hadn't seen them in a while. They were all outside chilling, getting high, smoking, having a good ass time. She said it started out really good. She said that some man whispered in Miss Neal's ear. I'm assuming this was a producer. I'm assuming it was a producer. Who else would be there outside of the family but somebody from production? Or, you know, like a video, whatever. I'm assuming a producer. She said, whispered in Miss Neal's ear and said something. Then they started talking about the car stuff. We know that was a big deal. She was complaining about she didn't get a new car. They were riding around in Benzes. And then Miss Neal said, no, we just gave you $20,000. So a lot of people in my comments were saying, no, the $20,000 was for back child support. Okay. And she was grown. That's a great story. Did her mama give her some of the $20,000? Because her mama her mama had already spent the money on raising her. So if she got a lump sum of money, did she give her $5,000 or $10,000 or anything for the back child support? I don't know. She said that she said that she had got a wreck. She had gotten into a wreck and got the insurance money, and she bought a car. She said she had to work and get like a little raggedy car, but in the scene, they were talking about a white car that she got. And I'm assuming the white car was nice because they said it like, no, you didn't have a hoopty, you had the white car. Like the white car was a nice car. I don't know. With that whole thing, I don't know. She was talking about in the scene how she barely gets invited to stuff, and everybody was like, that's because you always block us. And Lexi told us that herself. She said she gets mad, she blocked them, and she don't speak to them for years. And then she was like, hey, we not close, and da-da-da-da-da. And my whole thing is, how are you going to be close to somebody and you always blocking them and don't talk to them for years when you get mad? So I think, even though Lexi told us that she got mistreated, it's just like, you can't ostracize yourself and then blame them for not being in your life when you the one blocked everybody in the whole family. And then in the scene, Lance mentions, he was like, I get into it with all of these people all the time, but I never block Chris. I never block anybody. Da 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 da. I feel like the difference is that Lexi was leaving and, you know, putting herself, getting away from their ass. And I mean, by all means, if you're dealing with a toxic family, I don't talk to any of my immediate. I mean, like, none of my cousins. I don't talk to any of my cousins, uncles, aunties, none of them. Ever since my mom passed, I don't fuck with them. The only people I fuck with is my brothers and my nieces and nephews. But so I understand that, but then you can't in turn blame them for that. And I feel like after looking at the episode again, Lance said something like, you have a woe is me complex. And I kind of said something like, not trying to minimize what she's going through, but I felt like from the stuff that she was saying, I've seen a lot of people go through stuff like this in their family, and a lot worse. And then when I looked at the episode, she was talking about how they started talking about her mama, and that's what really set her off. Which, bitch, I'm Team Lexi on that. Now you start talking about my mama, I'm finna swipe the table on all y'all dog ass. I would have went down the line. Bitch, you ugly, you look like a pug, you short as a motherfucker, bitch. So I'm with Lexi on that. Like, you talk about my mama, bitch, and all bets are off. Me and B and Affleck finna set this bitch off and we finna fucking leave. So I'm hurt. I understand, Lexi. But when I looked at the episode, in that episode, remember, I don't think Lexi got it the worst. I think Lil Chris got it the worst, because remember, she took his dogs. She was going off on his ass. He gave her $3,000. She was like, no, I want $5,000. Miss Nell was going in, and I feel like Lil Chris is the one who got it the worst. When she said that Lil Chris don't like the family, he said they full of drama and they faking shit. So to me, it's on the outside looking in, it's giving. She also said Kiki, the niece, she said she got treated badly. She said that she got kicked out when she was pregnant. So if I'm looking at like the totality of this situation, it's giving Miss Nell is a toxic ass bitch. It's giving Miss Nell is a toxic ass tyrant. She went off on Lil Chris, and that's her baby boy. Imagine if she going in on Lil Chris like that. Y'all got to go look at the scene. The way she went in on Lil Chris about him going to jail, she wouldn't even get this man his dogs back. No wonder he was depressed, bitch. He missed his best friends. Dogs are people's best friends. If she wouldn't even give her baby boy his dogs back and was complaining about bonding him out of jail, getting ready to go upside of his motherfucking head, she kicked her niece out that she helped raise because she got pregnant. It's giving you're just dealing with a narcissistic tyrant ass bitch, and it's not necessarily Lexi. It's not Lexi. Like, Lexi is not the problem. Miss Nell is the problem, because she's like that with everybody. And it's crazy. And I understand. So I get it. So I get it. You know, Lexi is just dealing with the result of having to deal with a Miss Nell. But I don't think it was typical to her, like they treated her wrong. I feel like she was just the one who removed herself from them and didn't stick around to forge a relationship with these people like the rest of them did. But it's given the rest of them dealt with all of the toxicity that she dealt with as well. Because look at the way she talked to Lil Chris, and that's her baby boy. Look at the way she did Kiki, and that's her niece. And her niece just, you know, stick around and still go to war for Miss Nell. And Lil Chris, knows his parents. He don't have no other choice. I don't know, girl. Anyway, what else did she say, child? She said that she don't understand why Chris Fletcher they always wanted to be on TV. She said they used to always talk about reality TV and shit. Like the Kardashians and stuff. I always knew that the Fletchers wanted to be on TV because all of them, Lance, Chris Fletcher, whatever, if you notice when they post on TikTok and on Instagram, they always hashtag the Fletcher Experience. So I'm assuming that's what they wanted their reality TV show to be called, the Fletcher Experience. What else did she say? She also said that she don't understand why he didn't want to present his family in a positive light. with that situation, it's giving very much Marquez. Y'all watch the show, especially Lexi said that she watch reality TV all the time. She loves reality TV. So if you love reality TV and you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, I don't know what made you think you was gonna come on this show and be presented in a positive light, because nobody gives positive light all the time in reality TV, because that's not what sells. That's not what the people want. So it's given very much Marquez, when Marquez was blaming Carlos, like, and you don't want to show black excellence, and you y'all seen the show. I would never think I'm finna go on Love and Hip Hop or any of Carlos King's productions and think it's just finna be a positive light. Look at Toya and Regine. I just would never assume that I'm finna go on reality TV and it's finna be all good and I'm finna be in a positive light. This ain't that. This ain't that, poo-poo. This ain't that. Exactly. So I was just like, yeah, whatever, you know. If you knew y'all was gonna be on reality TV and your family always talked about reality TV, you knew the family drama was gonna come. And if you always want, she said, she also told Miss Neal that if she was ever on reality TV, she would get all of her surgeries done first. So she think that that's what BBL Neal did. BBL Neal went to get her BBL and her work done and shit before she came on Love and Marriage Huntsville. So I was thinking, so Lexi, did you want to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville? Because now she's saying she would never want to be on Love and Marriage Huntsville and da-da-da-da. But initially, did you want to? Anyway, friend, exactly. I got cut off by my alarm. I gotta go. I gotta start getting ready and shit. But anyway, so tell me what y'all think about the whole Lexi shit. She got merch down too. She has shirts that says child support. Another shirt that says baddie with a deadbeat daddy. Would y'all buy a shirt that said baddie with a deadbeat daddy? My biological daddy was a deadbeat, but my stepdaddy was everything, child. He taught me how these men supposed to treat me. So, I don't know. Tell me what y'all buy. Tell me what y'all think about the whole Lexi thing or whatever. I was going to talk about Kanye, but I really don't have time. Exactly. I didn't expect this video to be that long or whatever. So, we'll talk about Kanye when I get home or whatever. I still got to do family business. And, bitch, I'm so mad Ready to Love is gone off. Baby, not how y'all gonna give us half of a dating season? It's not gonna flow well, and then we get the other half. Girl, that was the stupidest decision. I don't know who worked over there, but that was the dumbest shit. That was a dumb decision. Anyway, friends, so I'm finna go. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you comment. Y'all know I read all of my comments. Keep it cute in the motherfucking comments. Keep it cute in the comments. Exactly. Tell me what y'all think about Lexi and her drama. Ariane saying she trying to give Mel more clout. I guess, child. And all of the Married to Medicine drama, child. Portia versus Toya. Quad versus Simone. It's going to be a lot of shit going on. So I'm going to be at home tomorrow evening. Anyway, hopefully I'll make it in time for the Married to Medicine shit or whatever. And we gonna talk about it. Okay, friend? Exactly. Y'all have a good night. I'll talk to you later.